Fauzam Tasaraya, study number 66. And India Safania Putri, with student number 058.
And my name is Nita Udana, study number 070.
And my name is Leah Pinamavia, student number 051.
We have two different camps in this talk show. Aya and Adele will give their perspective on marriage as a child of a broken home, and Leah and Mifta will give their perspective on marriage as a child of harmonious family environment. The opinions for both sides will help us understand whether marriage is that scary among Gen Z nowadays. So, what is it about marriage that is scary, and why are many people, especially young people today, so afraid of getting married? So this time we will discuss the issue of how marriage is scary. Do teenagers now have a different point of view to respond to the matter of marriage, especially the addition of lifestyle and development in this day? Age is very draining and requires more mature preparation in terms of financial, mental, and thinking. It could even be a problem in the partner himself must have what kind of criteria. Sometimes a lot of teenagers have a track record of past trauma from a family background, for example, the impact of a divorce of children, or from a family that is not divorced but not harmonious. It can all trigger different views about marriage. We want to know what exactly underlies this marriage that scary issue. What do you think, guys? And we start from the side of children who are victims of parental divorce. We have Aya and Adele. So let's go.
Thank you, Anissa, for inviting me and Adele here to discuss about marriage, especially from my perspective as a child of a broken home who sometimes find marriage is scary. But that doesn't mean I don't want to get married. It's just that sometimes I have my own fears about marriage. I'm afraid that when I get married, the fate of my marriage will be the same as the fate of my parents' marriage. I'm honest, my parents divorced because my father cheated on me when I was a child. That was me afraid of being abandoned and afraid of finding the wrong man. Especially now that many cases of infidelity and domestic violence are going viral on social media, young people are now afraid to start a marriage. Especially children who are victims of parental divorce, maybe many of them, including me, will often have the opinion that marriage is scary. Next, let's hear the opinion from my friend Adi.
So thank you, Aya and Anissa. I can really feel about your feelings. Honestly, our background is more or less the same. My parents are also divorced because of the same problem of my father having an affair. The difference is I often witnessed firsthand that their marriage was not good from the beginning. There were so many arguments, hurtful words, and one mutual disrespect. All of this caused deep wounds for me as a child of divorced parents. Often though, can I have a better relationship in the future? That fear arises because I don't have a clear picture of a healthy marriage. Especially nowadays, social media often highlights stories of infidelity and domestic violence, making that fear even stronger.
So I think there are many things that influence a marriage to make it scary. If based upon my parents' marriage, it was my father who made the marriage is scary because his behavior of cheating on my mother and hurting my mother made me grow up to be a person with a crisis of trust. If within my family my trust has been destroyed, then how can I give trust to others? Moreover, giving trust to a man who will be my partner in the future might be a very difficult thing.
So I understand your feelings, Aya, because we have the same background, right? I also come from a broken home, and I can really feel how a situation like that can affect our view of relationship, especially marriage. When trust within the family background, building trust in other people, especially one's spouse, become a huge challenge, as you said. I also experienced something similar. My father also made my parents' marriage unhealthy because he cheated on me and my mother. I often see how a mother endures pain, survive even though her heart and belief are broken. It left a deep impression on me about how fragile a relationship can be when trust is no longer there. This crisis of confidence, I admit, still haunts me to this day. I became too careful and even tend to be suspicious of people who try to get close. There is a fear that continues to haunt me, fear of being abandoned, fear of being betrayed, and fear of having the same relationship as my parents before. But I also realize, Aya, that our experience can be both a reminder and motivation. We know what pain is like, and I believe it makes us more sensitive and more careful in choosing a partner, even though it's not easy. I'm sure we can learn to build trust slowly, of course, with the right partner who wants to understand and accept us as we are. We have the right to believe that not all relationships end the way we do.
I also understand that not all marriage will miscarry. It all comes back to how we put and make the marriage harmonious. But myself also afraid of not being able to realize my dream marriage. Because myself grew up in a disharmonious family, I don't know how a healthy relationship works. In addition, I consider marriage to be a relationship that is actually damaged by each participant and a vulnerable relationship. Sometimes all the conflict that have happened in my family or to other people help me. Therefore, it is all a matter of time. Time to be able to forgive, accept and let go that can be done by a child victim of divorce. Because if not, how long will we be shackled in this fear zone?
Oh, what you say is right, Aya. In the end, it all comes back to ourselves, how we prepare ourselves to build healthy and harmony relationship. I often feel afraid, just like you, because our background means we don't have direct examples of a happy marriage. But I also realize that this fear cannot be allowed to continue to dominate our life. I agree that marriage is a fragile relationship. No one can guarantee that everything will go perfectly, but perhaps the first step we can take is to learn what makes a healthy relationship and how communication and mutual respect can be the foundation. Even though we didn't grow up with that example, it doesn't mean we can create it.
And at the age of 21, I realized that the healing process is not easy. But I admit that I have made peace with all the family problems that happened to me. I have let go and forgiven everything. This is evidenced by the fact that for the past few years, I have often visited my father's house, who has remarried, and I have a stepbrother. But sometimes when I am at my father's house and see that he has a new family, I am sad and also afraid. Sad because I think of my mother and afraid that my father will repeat his mistake again. Because I have heard that once a man cheats, it will be forever, so it can change. And as a child, I can only wish my father the best. If he failed in his previous marriage, I hope he doesn't fail in his current marriage. In my heart, I want to believe that everyone has the opportunity to change and improve themselves. With hope and prayers, I also try to continue my life positively while continuing to support the loved ones around me.
I feel the same way too. I have actually tried to make peace with the past and accept the fact that our family is not perfect. I try to understand, forgive, and let everything go. But honestly, every time we talk about marriage or relationship, that fear sometimes comes back. I worry that what happened to our parents could happen to me. Too. It felt like the shadow of the trauma keep following me, even though I try to move forward. But I also realize that we can continue to be stuck in the past, right? What happened to our parents is their story, not ours. Trauma definitely exists, but that doesn't mean we have to let it determine our future. I try not to keep looking back because the past is only part of our journey, not the final destination. In the future, I want to believe we have the power to create different stories. I know it's not easy, but I'm sure we can learn from our mistake and use them as a guide so we don't repeat the same thing. With that belief, I want to move more positively, believe that the future can be better and open up space for hope. Even though the journey is long, I believe we can find true happiness.
Thank you. Okay guys, from the opinions of both of you, I can conclude that the impact of divorce is very serious. Both of you, the problem is in your trust and there is still deep grief, right? Even though you say you have made peace with the situation, but I understand that it is not just easy road until you can survive at this point. Front of you. So guys, now I want to hear the opinions of the Harmonious Intake family team. I want to know if you are ever felt the same way or have a particular reason for responding to marriage is a scary issue. Can you respond to this argumentation? Leah and Miftah, please.
Well, thank you to Anissa for inviting me and Miftah as speaker here. I will also like to thank Ara and Adele for the experiences and opinions that they have shared. I would like to take this opportunity to share some views that may offer a different perspective on the topic of marriage is scary. We should not view marriage is scary. Instead, it is important to realize that fears about marriage, especially from children whose parents are divorced, often state that specific circumstances, not from the concept of marriage itself. We believe that marriage is a commitment between two individuals, that this commitment can be also a strong foundation or for building a family. So here we want to give a picture to Aya and Abel, also to other children who are victims of broken homes that the divorce experienced by their parents. It will not a benchmark for the child's marriage to this girl.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Divorce happens due to a variety of complex factors relating to the individuals involved. I also understand how Aya and Adele feels about the fear of marriage. And it is certainly true for many children who are victims of broken homes. But it is important to note that this doesn't mean that you will experience the same things. Because many children who come from family where the parents are divorced have better emotional awareness rate. They often enter a relationship with a better understanding of the effort required to maintain a healthy marriage. Moreover, what children of divorce most often remember is not the marriage itself, but the breakdowns of communication and trust with their parents.
I agree with Murta. It highlights that marriage is not something to be feared, but there may be some unresolved conflict that could arise in the relationship. This can teach children about effective communication, conflict resolution, and emotional intelligence. With this information, their fear of marriage can be significantly reduced, while also giving them the confidence to build healthy and harmonious relationship in the future. When a marriage goes well, it can benefit children in terms of emotional and financial stability. Moreover, a happy marriage can provide an example of positive relationship dynamics, teaching children about love, mutual respect, and the ability of compromise by observing their parents' relationship. Although some marriage and in divorce, most marriages are truly success. The success of this marriage can inspire children to have a positive view of marriage and help them believe that marriage can be meaningful and joyful relationship.
Yeah, and there are also some important points that we should realize that divorce is not something that always have a negative meaning. In some cases, divorce is a necessary step. Staying in an unhealthy marriage can expose children to constant conflict, which can have a much more damaging effect than divorce. And by understanding that marriage can be tolerant to each individual circumstance, children can develop a more balanced and less fearful perspective when entering into a relationship. Children who avoid marriage for fear of failure should therefore be encouraged to see marriage as an opportunity to grow mankind, not as an inevitable source of pain.
Instead of spreading the word about marriage is scary, we should equip young people with the knowledge to build happy relationship. This can be done through teaching about healthy relationship in schools and communities where they can help workshop and lectures on communication, understanding feelings, and solving problems. In addition, having open conversation is important, very important. Parents should talk honestly with their children about their fears of marriage and divorce, helping them understand their feelings without letting negative experiences affect how they view relationships. Finally, showing good examples such as having marriage in the media and real life can reduce fear caused by bad experiences and encourage a more positive and hopeful view of marriage.
While it is understandable that children of divorced parents might have fears about marriage, these fears are often based on specific experience, not on the institution of marriage itself. Marriage is not inherently scary. Rather, it is a powerful tool for building strong, loving, and lasting relationships. By focusing on education, communication, and support, communities can help these children view marriage as an opportunity, not a threat, thus enabling them to create their own successful and fulfilled relationship in the future.
Okay guys, this is a very good opinion from Leah and also Mifta, and if we can conclude that marriage is not scary if you meet and have good enough potential to maintain a household relationship. Don't forget that careful preparation is very important to minimize the existence of household conflict itself. And from the side of Aya and Adele, this is also have provided a direct picture of how marriage should be happy and smooth, but we don't know what the future destiny will be. And no matter how hard we try, it is not left with a balance from both parties. It will also be difficult. Well, therefore, we can all hope for a perfect marriage, but if we are not equally trying to trust, respect, and complement each other, it will be also useless. So guys, apart from the term marriage is scary, we can judge it from our opinion point of view. So we can build the average that the marriage should be smooth, perfect, and there are no problems at all. That's not it. Because the truth is that marriage is how we continue another life in a different place, time, and expectation with our partners. So it depends on both parties themselves what kind of commitment. So thank you for Aya, Adele, and Leah, and also Mifta, who have provided a lot of information and shared opinions for the marriage is scary response. So see you next time, and nice to meet you guys.